Hi, this is Satori, and I'm going to share with you a spread using a prototype of the Golden Eclipse Tarot. This is a spread to see any future event outcome. So I want to know, or a client wants to know, are they going to get back together with their partner, or what the likely outcome is going to be for an event. So I would be using 7 cards, and I've already shuffled the cards here, and I'm going to select the 7 from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the top, and I'm going to turn them over as such. So starting off, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the 5 of Cups, the Star, the Death card, Messenger or Knight of Cups, the High Priestess, and then the outcome, the 3 of Cups. I like to play with the cards a little bit so I can see everything. I already can tell that the outcome is the 3 of Cups, so this is a happy outcome. So looking at this here, I'm seeing that it's starting off with the Queen of Cups, which is the base of the foundation, but we can also see these 2 cards relating as the foundation. I read them in a clockwise manner, and I finish in the center. So the core of my answer, I look at the outcome and I work my way back. So the outcome is a celebration. The outcome is this coming together of energy. And the 3 of Cups, you can see here, we have the cosmic wheel, which is the zodiac wheel, starting with Aries, and we go Taurus, and we go through all the seasons. We see here in Cancer, we have Mercury. I'll actually go a little bit deeper so you can see. We have Mercury in the 2nd decan of Cancer. So that's what we have here. And what that represents is us communicating, because Mercury is the messenger. We're communicating with our emotions. We're communicating with our own emotional intuition. We feel. So we're in celebration, we're in connection with each other, but we're in connection. It's like one of those things where you are together, but you don't have to say anything. You're connected through emotions, but not words. It's this genuine feeling of being as one and being at peace with just being with each other. So that is the outcome, is being at peace with each other, in celebration with each other, in moving together as a unison, as one, through empathy, through our emotional connection, through being in rhythm. It's almost as if all of our hearts are beating as one together, and we're in celebration of that unity. So the outcome is a celebration. The outcome is this unity. At the current moment, we have the person that's asking about the reading. They are in the 5 of Cups. They are sad, they are emoting, and what we're seeing here also, we see Mars is in Scorpio as well. So what we're seeing here is not only just the sadness and the sadness from this current relationship, but the 5 of Cups is also about not being able to see things clearly as they are, because we're holding on and we're carrying past hurts and pains from a past relationship, or maybe multiple past relationships. Communicating to my client, or communicating to the person in question, I would say that not only, yes, there's a positive outcome that's going to happen, but we still have work that we need to do. And the work has to do with the way that we're internalizing our emotions, the way we internalize our rage. We have Mars, the things that we get fired up about, we easily get hurt. It's in Scorpio. And we need to shed, like the snake here, we need to shed these past hurts. We need to either shed them and let them go, so we can see situations clearly for what they are. But also the beautiful thing of the 5 of Cups is how deep we feel. Look at the cups are overflowing from the sadness. It's overflowing from emotion. So we have this ability to genuinely feel, and feel deeply, so deeply. It's almost as if you feel the other person's hurt so deeply that you almost don't even want to step into the relationship or communicate deeply, because you're afraid of getting hurt yourself. You don't want to hurt the situation more. So what I would say to the client or the person is, the messenger, the Knight of Cups here, maybe not now, but it is important for them to express. It's important for them to express their emotions. The Knight of Cups is about communication. It's about communication of emotions. And we're seeing all of this water, like we're seeing the water of the Queen of Cups. We're seeing the water from the Five of Cups. Even we have the star here, which is the Aquarius, which is this hope that we're well, the star card is about hopes and hopes fulfilled and wishes fulfilled. But it's also, it's about balancing our emotional body and our physical body as well. It's aligning the two and not being distracted by one over the other, not being distracted by our emotions. So looking at all this, I would say to the person, like, they do at one point, they will need to express themselves, but looking at the foundation to make this a relationship that's going to work or function more than, yes, great, we get back together, but we want to be a functioning relationship that stays together. We need to be a master of our emotions. We need to step into our emotions. And we also, with the High Priestess, she comes from a stoic place. She relies on her intuition and the knowing, sometimes just knowing that a situation is going to get better, just knowing the final outcome is positive. It allows us to navigate our emotions in a better way, or in a more regal way, if you will. And we're also seeing here Luna, which is the moon, is in Cancer. So we're getting a lot of Cancer energy here on healing. So maybe Cancer is a season that this reconciliation happens, but now I actually see it happening. It's going to end up being end of February, beginning of March. And I see that because this is when the hope is happening. This is Aquarius season. And I also see this here with the Messenger. This is when she's able to start communicating, and she's able to start communicating more in the March timeframe. So it actually could be beginning of January. The communication starts to take place, and then it really starts to click. It really starts to heal, as we're starting to see, again, by the positioning of the cards too, because we're moving in this direction for the outcome. So we're moving to the final outcome here, and it looks like it's going to be more around the March timeframe from what I'm seeing. And looking at this, we do have the Death card. So what is death in all of this? Because I started from the center and I worked my way back. I didn't glaze over this because it doesn't have meaning. This is the external factor. This is the external thing that's taking place here. So what I'm looking at is the beginning, the root of it, the near-term outcome, what's crowning the situation, the external, like the third party, the external, the event itself, what's happening, the energies around us. And it's the Death card, it's Scorpio season, it's change. It's going through the portal of change. It's emerging. We're going through an event that it's very emotional, yet at the same time, it squeezes us in a way where we have to level up. We have to mature. We have to mature and blossom in some way. We can see the flowers blossoming in the background here. So I just look at this and it's more confirmation of, okay, she went through a separation. It's really trying. It's really challenging. This is confirmation that this is not only just a separation that took place, but it's one that requires her to go into the deeper parts of her emotion, into her shadow, if you will, and heal. And this, especially I see that because we have the Five of Cups here, which has to do with Scorpio season, and we have the Death card here, it has to do with Scorpio season, and Scorpio really is about integrating and healing parts of our past and parts of our shadow to again, shed skin, if you will, and come out anew, or be rebirthed in a way, even in this lifetime, but be rebirthed in a way that is more whole. They also mirror each other. We're looking at this here, but they're mirroring each other. So it's a double confirmation of the energy that's taking place. So looking at all this, yes, they're gonna get back together. They're going to be reunited, which is beautiful. But what do we do in the meantime? Because if we look at this, we also see the Five of Cups. She's longing. We look also at how the cards interact with each other. She's sad and she's crying into the cups, but she's looking down longingly. She's holding her heart. She wants to already be at this Three of Cups stage. Who doesn't? If I'm telling you that you're, hey, you're going to get back together, you're like, oh, well, get me here now. I want to be here now. I want to be already reunited. Well, that's beautiful. But we still need to go through this journey of change, the journey of hope, loss of hope, needing to communicate, needing to express. We have to go through this portal, if you will, of maturity. We have to mature, be able to find our words, find our emotions, be able to express ourselves. It can be scary to be raw, to be naked, if you will, in our truth and our emotions, and talk about what it is that we're feeling, and having to actually express the deeper parts of ourselves. The other part here that I want to talk about is at the end result, again, we have the Three of Cups, and they are in celebration. This is a beautiful card of celebration, but what else is going on here? They are naked, and they're naked because they're comfortable with each other. They're comfortable with each other because, again, Mercury is in Cancer. They're comfortable with each other because they have shared and expressed the deeper parts of their truths. It's this being able to be completely who you are. And if you're able to completely be who you are, it's because you're communicating the deeper parts of yourself, the raw part, the part that makes you feel really vulnerable. So they're naked because they're vulnerable, but they're comfortable with each other, even the parts that make them insecure, because they've expressed everything. They've exposed all of themselves. So they've exposed all of themselves that they can be, again, come together in rhythm, in unity, in harmony, and they can even celebrate in pieces of themselves that they don't feel comfortable with. So there is this great need for her as well to be comfortable exposing the part of herself that she may be feeling uncomfortable to do because she feels hurt about the separation. And if we look at it, there's also this, how do we get there? We're looking at this alignment here. I love this spread because it's about the completion, but it's also the way the cards interact with each other. It tells the story of a whole, but the way she has to get to this piece, she also has to stand on the foundation, this other foundation, to get here. She has to stand on the foundation of communicating and expressing herself. And again, she has to go through the portal, and that might be scary for her, but she knows in the end she has to lean into her intuition. Now, the intuition piece is important because not only is it that she has to express her truth and how she's feeling and feel vulnerable, but she has to intuit what it is she's expressing. She needs to intuit what to communicate as well. So there is this piece of, it's not just this emotional upheaval of emotions. Like, we're not just going to say everything that comes to mind. We're going to be selective. We are going to be a little stoic and communicate and use our intuition and say what needs to be said. We're going to be the queen of our own emotions here, because she was in the beginning. She was very confident in herself, but somewhere along the way, her insecurities from her past, and I'm not blaming her for all of it. Life is life, things happen. There's learning lessons in all relationships. But through all of this, even it's possible that this relationship is a healing piece for her. When she is healing in the journey of the relationship, it's squeezing her to level up in some way. And this is all that she's hoped for. It's something that she's truly wanted, but it doesn't mean she's going to get there easily. She has to go through this transformation. Life requires us to feel greatly, think greatly, and mature every step of the way. Even though we're adults, we still have to keep maturing and learning each season, each year, each cycle in life. It's a new experience to mature and level up. So thank you for exploring and listening to me talk about the Golden Eclipse Tarot and seeing how to work with the cards. I just want to again clarify what I love about this system is not only is it working with the symbolism with the tarot itself, the symbolic language of our universe, it's also working in tandem, which is another symbolic language of our universe, which is astrology. So it greatly ties in, again, astrology. So we're seeing here, I'm just going to point out, we're going to see the zodiac wheel. We see that it's the death card, which corresponds to Scorpio. We're going to see the element here, which is a water element. We're seeing that this house is illuminated. This is the 8th house on the cosmic wheel. We also see the glyph. Here we go. We've got the Scorpio's glyph here, the little guy, the stinger. So it incorporates astrology, it incorporates the symbolism of tarot, and it brings the two pieces together. Even here, I just want to go a little bit closer, deeper. We're seeing again the cosmic wheel here, or the cosmic wheel, if you will. And we're seeing again, this is Scorpio. This is the 8th house here. We've got Mars in the first decan. And decans are the 10 degrees. They're broken. Deca, which means 10. It's the 10-degree division of the 30 degrees of each house. Thank you very much, and I look forward to you working with the Golden Eclipse Tarot in this system.